action. And welcome back to Rochester, New York. This time from the Isoplex in Rochester. It's game 2 of the Just Get Good Invitational. It'll match the Long Island Gulls with your Pittsburgh Penguins Elite. Good afternoon, everybody. A few days ago, this game time was switched from 4:30 to 3:30. The rink was changed, and I think we got the better of the deal. A little bit shorter of a break and a beautiful facility at the Isoplex. I am joined here in the City Oven by color commentator Todd Bolus.
What's up? What's up? Nice to be back, Jeremy. Great job today by both the Cine crew and the boys on the ice. Looking forward to game 2 here tonight. Or this afternoon, I should say.
This afternoon. So what did you see in the first game that really stood out to you?
A little bit of everything. You know, I thought the boys seemed a little shaking some rust off, you know, with the coaching change and things being up in the air and just being the first real game of the season. I thought there was some rust there, but the boys kept it on. I thought they played well, played their game, just need to tighten up a little bit, which will happen. They were just a little rusty, that's all.
Yeah, I was impressed by the depth of scoring goals from each of the 3 lines, as they will have a little bit more of a set line here. So far with this warm-up, I've been less than impressed.
Hate it.
It looks like the kids are just everywhere doing whatever they want. Like, there's no organization whatsoever. A little 2-on-1 setup that had kids starting from a stop and not carrying any speed. And
you know, the old goalie in me, this warm-up is driving me absolutely nuts. I want to see a sharp warm-up that's, you know, everyone knows their role out there. Everyone knows what they're doing. The shots are crisp. They're warming the goalie up, number one, not just whipping pucks past his head when he's not even looking.
Like we just saw right there.
Right. But you know what? I remember being in this exact rink, Jeremy, being right across from where we were now last year, which I thought was the worst warm-up I've seen this team ever against Rocco, and I think they came out and smoked them. So you never know, you know.
You never know what it means. So the players gather around the net here.
Yeah, they got a new tradition they got going on here.
I guess. I believe they're gathering pucks first.
And they get down.
The
and
2010s do this, actually.
Yeah, I like it. And it was pretty cool today. A little bit different than this morning. This morning they all were on a knee and someone was saying something and they were doing some cheers back and forth.
Yeah. So
I like the new uniforms, Jeremy. What do you think?
I love them. Although I was a big fan of the gin and juice blacks.
I love the Snoop. Laid back.
I wouldn't have minded those being still the black jersey choice. However, I do like the traditional Penguin logo with the white included, not just the gold.
Right. I can't wait to see the white uniforms. I think those are going to look really sharp.
I hear they're going to be in by Christmas. So, be a nice Christmas treat. As the Pens were actually on the home bench, which we were told wouldn't happen all weekend. The Penguins will be in black all weekend long because they are the only uniforms available.
Right.
So, looks like some of the kids in last year's pants and shells and some of the kids in this year's.
Right. I saw some of the kids. I don't know if their shells are too small or they're uncomfortable in them or what, but no big deal, whatever.
Yep. So Long Island, I don't believe we've ever played these guys.
Nope, this is the first for our team. They have a couple kids here. Ethan Nelson, a big defenseman that's good. Tyler's played with in the past. Fishbaugh, forward that can score some goals. So they got some good players. I think they fell this morning 3-2 to Palmyra Knights.
Okay, the Black Knights.
Yeah.
Back near my hometown of Lancaster, Pennsylvania, just outside of that. So you also notice they were joining us for the first time this week, or this weekend. So for the 2011s, we're going to try to have a clock running here and some other cool Cine TV features. So take a look at those as we bring you the opening lineups here for the Penguins in net. Number 1, the Squish Tender, Squishy Evans, your defensive pair. Number 10, Rowan Bros, and number 11, Lyndon Track. Up front for the Pens, your wings are number 19, Jimmy Halliday, and number 97, D'Angelo Flume. And your center iceman is 17, Zach Brenneman. Penguins work the puck in the Gulls' end. Here's Halliday as it's forced up the wing.
D'Angelo doing a nice job. F3 staying high there. Help keep the puck in.
And it potentially creates a scoring opportunity as the puck's in the danger zone. Halliday tied up as he goes to the wall. A good no call there, I think, by the officials. Two kids in the battle. Here's New Penguin Dom Caruso with a shot that's blocked out front.
Nice job by Dom there. He had his head up and he saw Zach cutting to the net, was going for a tip shot.
As the Gulls will come through center and dump it in behind the squish tender. First one back to get it is Foster. He'll leave it for Caruso. Up the outside to Gulnak. Gulnak all the way across the ice, and here comes Bolus. Bolus driving in onside play as he'll fire one down low towards the cage. Rebound there for Pearsall, just pushed it wide.
I think he was going for a little pass off the pads there to Braden.
Gulnak tied up along the boards. It'll come free to Caruso for another heavy drive that trickles just wide off of a twig.
Tyler lost the stick, had to go for an early change.
Oh, happy for you he didn't break his stick.
I know, that's the first thing I was looking for. Do I have to kill him or not?
Foster with it in the Penguins end, and he pulls up. Across off the skate of Gulnak. Here comes Pearsall in flight through the puck as he drives into the offensive zone. Leaves it for Lucas Jones. Jones in a battle, and the Gulls will counterattack back the other way. That'll be picked off here by Schweitze.
Nice job by Campelli to come up, gap up, keep his stick to the inside, and gave the kid nothing with his angling.
Here is Cameron Pelly gaining the zone with speed. Head up as he winds and fires. That's kicked to the outside. Jones will be the first one to it.
He's been really successful with that low shot on the blocker side in practice, we've noticed. Looking good.
Here's Carlson.
Fake switch.
Driving across the top of the zone, all the way in behind. Here we'll leave it for Schweitzer. Schweitzer with the puck. Has it rolled to the opposite corner. It'll be forced up the wall as Chappie crashes down.
I thought this line did a really good job this morning. I like this combination together. Jones, Schweitze, and Jack in the middle.
Carlson hit the knob of Walter's stick a few times.
Oh, Walter stood on his head. That game could have been 15-1.
Excellent job by the well-known netminder as Carlson drives in the right wing side. He possesses all the way to the corner. Penguins 2/3 of the way through a change. Up front, half the way on the back end. As Flume has it. Great support by Halliday as he'll come off the wall. One-time blast by Tracken. Blocked to the corner.
Nice job by Linden to find a little soft spot there.
The Gulls will get control. Now, it looks like some of the Gulls players have a stripe. I guess they all have a stripe.
Yeah, they all right. It's glad we took that away. Too many teams were doing that. Remember PHC did it last year? I think Caesars was doing that. I saw this summer. I don't know if it'll stick. Actually looked sharp on their helmet.
Yeah, it did stick for the Tens. The Tens doing it. They do it in Canada at playoff time in the GTHL. My understanding is that's where it comes from. They call it a playoff stripe.
Oh, is that the Tens are doing it?
No, the 10 Pens are not. The 10 Caesars team is.
Oh.
As it's shot down low and battling in front was Brenneman looking for the rebound.
Nice pinch by Rowan.
Yeah, I'm glad we don't, but that's where it comes from. The GTHL does it for playoffs. So, running, I mean, we've been almost 5 minutes in here without a whistle. Penguins with a number of good chances. The ice has been tilted here in their
Absolutely.
favor.
Carrying play. Great job at cycling. Great job of positioning with F3. Great job of pinching.
As a centering pass comes off a defender, it'll be picked up by the Brodozer. Down for Brenneman. Rowan Bros keeps it at the point again.
Can't get by the SS there.
Turned around for Halliday. Halliday again off the wall. We saw him do that a number of times last year. He's got a heavy blast from that area. And Foster will pick it off and regain the zone. Penguins looking for another line change. We could be running into tired bodies in white here soon. Long Island is in the white uniforms. Another red, white, and blue team here with the Long Island Gull logo on the chest. A seagull with a stick, as you would expect.
Sniper in the stadium.
As Foster will put it into a corner. In behind to get it are the Gulls. Now Golnak will play takeaway. To the side of the net for Bolus. Now Pearsall. Pearsall up for a one-time blast. Up Foster, and it was blocked.
Those are the ones that scare you for a second for the block breakaway the other way, but it worked out. Nice reverse by Caruso.
Caruso read it well, was able to cover for Foster. As Foster throws on the brakes and initiates the breakout, here comes Bolus. Bolus to Pearsall. Pearsall driving in. Looking to Golnack with a shot down low. That's kicked out. To the corner for Pearsall. Twist out, hitting Golnack, who pops one off the side of the net. Pelly with it at the point now. Pelly and Chappie teaming up. Shot down low. That's a great read and a fantastic shot there by Chappie. As Pelly fires one that deflects.
Oh!
And
I'll
that
take it.
Come off a beautiful deflection in front by Tyler Bolus.
I'll take it. I told him.
And
You don't know what you're doing it forward. Just get your ass to the front of the net and cause trouble.
is a spicy meatball.
You know, really, what a job by Campelli to keep that puck in, huh? Does a pirouette, keeping it right on the blue line, keeps it in, makes the play. Really nice job by him. And who was that? Chappie on the other shot before that?
That low, heavy shot that created all kinds of havoc in front of the net.
Really nice job. And Braden Golnack making that happen down low.
As a centering feed comes through, Carlson, now Schweitzer. It comes to Pelly, whose shot just sails wide to the opposite corner. Here's Chappie back with it. In front for Jones. Jones back to Carlson. Carlson twists it to Chappie to the backside looking for Joe. Be kept in by Lucas Jones. Now Schweitzer follows on in support. They battle for it as it's swatted out of the air. Cross ice feed. Jones to Carlson for a blast. It skips wide. And is finally cleared. It's icing if it's far enough. And it is. And with 7:45 to play, almost halfway through the period, Penguins are on the board. It's 1-0 off of the deflection of the Pelly shot, the Bolus deflection.
This the ice has definitely been tilted, huh, Jeremy?
Yeah, it's been impressive here so far. Penguins getting good chances, sticking with their game plan, pressuring the puck.
Moving the puck. All the boys are being unselfish, pulling switches, fake switches, cycling.
The Commodore and I were talking. We have some fresh faces on the team, but it's the same mentality. That
Absolutely.
hasn't changed.
Absolutely.
At least early on. One thing I am noticing, though, and I noticed it last year, and I figured it would come to the 11s this year, is you're really going to have to get good with creating passing lanes.
Right.
Because we're seeing a lot more pucks off sticks. You know, the space is limited, the reach is longer.
Right. Everyone's getting
people
bigger.
Are more aware of what their stick's doing. So stick awareness is going to be huge, and for our creative players like this one, D'Angelo Flume.
Right. What a nice look off there.
You know, you're gonna have to see more than just your teammate over there. You're gonna have to see that path the puck's gonna take. So that'll be fun to watch them develop those skills. As it's battled for in front of the Gulls bench. What a stick lift by Flume. As he goes backhand, forehand, he'll fire one off of a stick that careens to the corner. Track, able to keep it in on the half wall. He and Halliday battle. Halliday able to get it over to Bros for a heavy shot that eludes the 4x6.
Nice job by this line here.
I don't think they've been in there. This line hasn't been in the defensive zone yet.
Nope.
Here's Halliday with the puck going through a defender. Brenneman follows on. He's taken down, and back come the Gulls.
Look at that back checking by Jimmy.
Great back pressure as the puck is picked up and dumped in. Reversal there by Track. He'll come up off of his skate, and a first shot on net as the squish tender will kick it to the corner. Pearsall able to get control in behind, and out comes Flume. Here's Halliday at the line. He'll work his way in. As it'll come across Golnack. Golnack now Pearsall. As they've connected quite a few times.
Nice job by Danny just to get that puck back in.
Good read. His last shot block, noticed that he didn't have the angle to the net there. Got it to the corner, and they go to work on the cycle. It's Pearsall. Will get pinned against the wall a bit as they battle. Bolus wedges it through. Foster will get control at the line. Good indirect feed there to Golnack as they come out of the corner. Here's Bolus. To Caruso. Over to Foster. Foster to Golnack.
Playing four corners here.
Little tic-tac-toe passing here as Caruso activates. I love seeing the defense get involved in these plays. And what a job by Bolus reading it, getting back and covering. And now streaking through the middle. I thought he was open there for a second. Foster with a blast. That'll be kicked away. Rebound at the side of the cage. Will bounce around and be forced behind the net. It'll be Golnack picking it up there. He heads to the point for Foster. Foster across for a blast from Caruso. Skipping wide to the net. Here's Golnack to the puck. It'll be Pearsall behind. Pearsall working out of the corner. Supported well by Bolus.
These guys are just being relentless here.
It'll be Pearsall. And now Caruso at the point. He's pressured. It'll come back to Foster. Foster has Carlson with speed into the zone. He'll weave into the middle. Has the puck knocked away and back on Long Island. But there's Carlson to play takeaway. Jones will swat the puck out of midair before the Gulls clear it. No icing here. It won't be far enough. Back to get it. Foster. Now Chappie over to Schweitzer. Schweitzer's
Nice pass.
Connects with Carlson with speed. Carrying to the outside. He's bumped but leaves it for Jones.
It's amazing with all the puck possession we've had so far, there have been no calls, huh, Jeremy?
There have been none.
You would think eventually they're going to get a little tired, start hooking a little bit, grabbing.
Especially if they've been on a couple longer shifts, but they've done a good job of not.
They have, right, they've been playing clean.
Even right there, like that's a good body out of the way, big kid, little kid type scenarios.
Oh, rock eat.
Oof. Chappie with a missile. I thought he broke the glass in behind. Squish will set it up for Chappie. Chappie will bank it off the boards behind, trying for Jones. And the Penguins playing a little work in their own end here. My neck was getting a crink in it. Or crick, I think it's a crick. I'm not sure what that saying is. I went crinkle fry. As Carlson weaves in, he shoots it to the far side.
You've seen Jack score a lot of goals on that angle before.
Here's Jones with a blast that'll miss just wide. Penguins have fired a couple shots wide here.
I'm so impressed that the Gulls haven't taken a penalty yet.
As it'll be dumped in by Carlson along the half wall. Controlled by Long Island. They'll try this other side. Penguins in a change. But it's Lyndon Trek winning the race to the puck. He'll throw it behind to his partner, Burrows. Burrows pulls up. Cross ice speed. That's going to be picked. Danger here as the Gulls fire one off.
Nice job by Lyndon. Right on him.
Reversed by Burrows. Picked up by Flume. Flume tries to go back to Burrows. Burrows had vacated the corner, so the Gulls will get control. But not before Flume knocks it away.
It's a puck race.
He can be free. D'Angelo, Flume in, forehand, backhand.
And it's in. Nice job. Jimmy running a little interference down the way. D'Angelo wasn't getting beat on that brace.
D'Angelo goes double deke. Not the triple deke, the double deke to the backhand. He's
Love double Ds.
Flip it right up over the net. And he's not a player. He just crushes a lot. D'Angelo flew.
Meow. 1:53 left, 2-0 Pens. Scoreboard indicates a much closer game. How about a little shout out to all the hot Pens Elite moms that couldn't make the trip? We got a few of them are here. A lot of them are at home.
They are at home watching City TV, I am sure. Many in their City TV apparel.
And I know Ryan Bros is saying, what about a shout out to how hot I am? That's what he's thinking right now.
Also in his City TV apparel. I believe he was
you make thongs now.
The lingerie section of City TV.
Nice job by Zach to make him turn that puck over.
Here's Flume at the top of the zone. Dragging it through. Firing one that'll come off the goaltender.
Some slick hands there by D.
As they try to drive into the Pens end, it's rejected back the other way. Halliday looked for Flume once and twice, both picked off, and back come Long Island. Dumping it in behind the squish tender. It'll be reversed. Foster with it, now Caruso. Caruso.
What great
Pressured
pickups
immediately.
this year, too, by the way, with Schweitzer and Caruso, huh?
Very good. And we talked earlier about, I'm sure, brother Joey Costa, tuning in from Minnesota, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Miss Joey, miss the whole Costa family.
As the Penguins do a little work in their own end. Nope. Power plays as of yet, but the Penguins lead this one 2-0. Last game was 1-0. This game 2-0. As Pearsall drives in, leaving it for Bolus's shot that's off of a stick and wide. And that'll end the first period of play here from Rochester.
You know, thinking about it, for the amount of possession we had there, probably not as many shots as the possession would make you think, right?
And a few of those going wide.
Right.
You know, a couple wide, a couple high.
Right.
So
not the scoring chances you would think for that time of possession. Although you got to love it, right?
yeah, I mean, they're working down low. I like, the other game probably had a little bit more pushback and, a little less space to deal with. But this one, the Pens getting to the cycle, making good plays, making smart plays, and getting the puck into danger zones. Coming off that cycle and finding opportunity, finding those passing lanes I talked about earlier.
All right. Meow. Track, what a job running the camera back here.
Looks like the Pearsall family and Stephanie, Carolyn, chiming in on the chat. You too can join us here in the booth by chatting with us on Cine TV.
And how about the 2016 Knights up here kicking some butt so far, 2-0 with some big wins.
Are they 2-0 now?
They are.
I know the first one they were up like 9-1 in the second.
Yeah, that's a good group. That 2016 group's going to be a birth year to watch. We got the 2013s playing in the same rink as us right now at the same time.
Maybe we'll be able to snag a score of that later on to bring to all the Penguin and City TV fans. Let's make sure you hit that subscribe button below. If you're hearing this now, whether it's live or on replay, make sure you hit the subscribe button for us. As the second period's underway here from the Isoplex, it's Carlson. Twisting in the corner, finding Chappell. Chappell with a shot, it goes off of a skate, and it'll be returned out to center, where Cameron Pelly will look to regroup the Penguins.
Nice
Chappell,
reverse.
back to Pelly with speed. He'll gain the zone all the way to the corner, using the size to protect the puck there. As the Penguins supporting very well.
It's a nice job by Jones. Defensive side up high, right?
Schweitzer able to come away with it, feeding it to Carlson down low. He looks, wedges it in front. It'll come off the goaltender to the outside for a Pelly blast that eludes that 4x6.
We got Coach Joe Pelly back on the bench. He was with the 13s this morning, back joining the 11s for this game.
As Jones is knocked down to the blue line, back on Long Island. Ball's the line, winding, firing one. Squish will put that in the corner.
Nice job, kick it to the corner.
Pelly, and now Carlson knocks it out of midair. Banked up off the board. He was looking for Halliday. It'll be an offside play. So the faceoff will come outside of the Long Island zone. 3. Thank you.
We're getting some Rochester Junior Americans junior game ticket vouchers handed out to us here. 13:38 to go in the second period. 2-0 Pens lead.
As the face-off outside, it'll be Bros sending it all the way across. It'll come off the boot of Halliday. Battled for Track. And we picked up by Track. They'll find Flume. Flume up the wall. Off the stick of Brenneman. As the Gulls gain center red. Dumped in behind the squish tender. Bros. Able to carry behind the net now. Over for Halliday. A one-time touch pass will find a goal, but then Track. Track has it knocked away at the line. It'll be Bros to the corner. Good job there as Brenneman comes away with it. I'll toss it behind the cage. The Penguins having a little trouble getting out of the zone on this one.
It's the first sustained pressure we've seen by the Gulls so far.
As they try to center one, that'll come off Halliday to Brenneman. Brenneman's pass behind Flume, but he'll come back for it. Between the wickets there goes Flume.
He's feeling it today.
He's having a day thus far. Look for that to continue. As the battle ensues along the wall, the Gulls will come out with it. Up for a shot from Long Island. It'll end up behind the net of the squish tender. Picked up by Caruso. A centering pass by Long Island picked off by Halliday. Halliday will gain center red. Keeping it to the outside. Looking for a trailer up high. Instead, he'll go towards the net and just deflects off Pearsall's stick and to the outside of the cage. Rimming it up the wall, but the Penguins will put it right back behind the net where Pearsall and Golnack will get on the forecheck. Followed up by Bolus. He's able to get it to Pearsall for a pass to Golnack. Golnack to the point. Caruso. Down to Bolus. Bolus up top to Foster. Look at that passing lane as it comes through the middle of nobody home. Work to the outside and the Gulls gain the zone. Foster defends to the outside. Does a great job with the stick to dislodge the puck, getting it up the wall to Bolus. Bolus is tripped on the play.
That's first penalty we'll see.
We will see a penalty here. As it'll be put in the Long Island end.
.50 left to go, 2-0 Pens, first power play of the game.
You can see that power play time here on the clock. We'll tick it down along with the rink. 1 minute and 30-second penalty for the Long Island Gulls.
Medmal1.com power play. We got Jack, Schweitzer, and Jones up front. Chappie and Pelly manning the points.
Work back to Pelly at the point. To the outside to Jones as the Pens set up with the man advantage. Chopping it down Carlson. Second period action. Penguins going right to left on your Jumbotron. As Pelly shoots one hard and low, it's blocked. It'll come out to center and the Penguins will regroup.
Cam just broke some ankles there.
I think he literally had the top of the kid's stick come off. That's Carlson.
I think that's a part of his ankle.
Down low, it might be. As he was looking for Chappie.
I don't think that's a butt end.
It's just an ankle bone.
It's an ankle bone. 56 seconds to go in the power play.
Penguins are going to deploy. Nope, same group.
Bros and track came out. Cam told him go back.
It'll be Carlson winning it over to Pelly. Now Carlson. Jones with a blast at the flex wide. Shots down low, kept out by the pad. Here's Schweitzer with it. To Pelly for
nice
a shot.
Chappie with the screen in front. Cam with a nice play shot, blocker side high, 3-0 Pens.
What a play.
I think Cam knew what he was doing. He told him go back to the bench. He had one in him.
He did.
He did.
What a shot from the point. Cameron Pelly created both those goals. He had the deflection, 2 of the 3. He has a deflection in front. They had credited a Bolus on a Pelly shot.
He's looking sharp on that blue line.
He broke up a 2-on-0 in the last game. And you're going to ask me how he broke up a 2-on-0? That's the kind of day he's having. Look, I even figured out how to clear the penalty. A power play goal. Medmal1.com.
All right. Shameless plug. Oh, there's a penalty. Now here's where maybe we're starting to see some of the frustration of the Gulls. They're getting a little tired chasing the Pens around. That was just a frustrating penalty right there. Or a frustrated player penalty right there. Just pushed Zach down for no reason other than just to do it.
So with 9, well, they're going to say 29. I have 9:31. I'll sync it up here.
We got Rose in track on the back end.
They weren't able to clear the penalty off their board. I was able to clear it off mine. So the Penguins look to set up and potentially get a second man advantage goal. A power play goal here made it 3-0. Could you start to see the floodgates here?
Right.
Because this is the kind of setup for something like that.
Right. Wear them down mentally, physically.
And then they start taking penalties, and if you can score on the power play, as Bros sends it all the way across for Halliday.
Nice look right in front of us by Bros.
He was just teetering with that line. Confidence to keep that in and fire a pass across. As it'll come free for a clear. It'll be icing on Long Island.
43 seconds ago on the power play, we got Pearsall, Golnack, and Bolus up front. Foster and Caruso man in the D.
Looks like a potential grandparent in the stands here getting away from a Gulls defender.
Now here, who mans the D here on this for the D? Is it Danny or does Caruso?
I don't know. They still using that kind of
yeah,
bumper position?
Yeah, with the D in front and a bumper up in the high slot.
So I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out here, as I'm not sure what we're waiting for.
I'm thinking it might be Danny just because he's more familiar with his power play from last year.
The referee is at the visitor bench. Is he measuring the stick? I don't know. What's he doing?
I don't know.
Maybe you're hurt, like maybe he's taping something.
Yeah, it looks like he's doing something with his hands. His back's to us. We can't tell. Yep. All right, ready to drop the puck here.
Pearsall has it swiped back by the Gulls. Long Island banks it off the boards. Crashing down is Foster. It'll be Caruso picking it up in the neutral zone. Missing the stick of Bolus, so it's wedged back towards Caruso. He dislodges the puck in front of the Long Island bench, and it'll be brought in and over the line by Golnack.
Nice job by Owen just to slow it up there, wait for the troops.
I don't think I realized Dom doesn't have the stickers on the side of the helmet.
Hey, he doesn't have the number stickers either. I noticed that this morning.
I think I have extra of the Dick stickers. I can get them from my house if they don't have them in.
No, they're in.
As the player comes on with about 1 second left on the penalty. Little gamesmanship there in the youth hockey world. Pearsall to the corner. Bolus now. Caruso. Caruso toss it back to the corner to Pearsall. Pearsall. Eyes always scanning the ice as he'll play it back to the corner. Bolus with a shot off the side of the cage.
Nice bounce for the Gulls there.
Came off a stanchion in the corner right out to the center. It'll be defended by Foster, who is able to tap it right at the blue line, and Pearsall follows on, trying to gain the goal line. Gulls will counterattack here. Carrying cross through center. Stopping up. Centering pass comes free.
That's a penalty. Yeah.
And they will get it. It'll be a tripping penalty.
That's hard to argue that one. Which they're calling Caruso. Or no, Foster. I was just say I thought it was Danny. 7 minutes to go, 1 minute 30 on the penalty kill here. 3-0 Pens lead.
So the Penguins will have a penalty kill to deal with here.
That's all right, good. Make them work on it, right?
Couldn't agree more.
We got Jack and Jones up front. Pelly and Chappell.
Jack and Jones, that sounds like a drink.
Right. Give me a Jack and Jones on the rocks.
Jack and Jones. Make mine a double. Offsides on the Gulls. I want to say hello to Don Evans joining us from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, watching live. Grandmother to the squish tender.
All right.
Jones able to play it across for a shot down low for Pelly. He was looking for Carlson on the back door as the Penguins were looking for a shorty. Another player going down here. Pelly pleading his case. There will be no call as the Gulls set up for a shot into the mitt.
There's that baseball player in squish.
Of the squish tender. Able to snag it, hold on, and with 50 seconds left on the man advantage.
He looked good and sharp there for not getting a lot of action. Looked sharp and confident. I like it.
And you as a goalie, you know what that's like.
It's horrible. It's terrible. And half the time, you know, when you end up getting the shot, it's like a breakaway or something like that.
It's a 2-on-0.
Right.
It's a breakaway. It's a, you know, because it came off of a weird bounce or something like that. Here's a blast over the squish tender's head. That was a heavy shot from the point. Penguins will want to be cognizant of that as they work it back up high. Point man will go to the half wall and then try to run a give and go there. Nice defensive play by Burrows. Keeping it to the outside.
I think they were working on some diamond penalty killing this week.
A one-timer skips just wide of the net. And the Gulls will retreat out the center.
Yeah, I don't know about that decision there to pull that all the way out.
Especially with Brenneman on your head.
Yeah, that didn't make sense to me.
Brenneman tries to clear the zone and come off a defender, but right to track. Track looking for Schweitzer. Schweitzer will wedge it up in front of the Penguins bench.
Killed the power play.
And the Penguins are back to even strength as the Gulls jump back in.
Woo!
Big 77 with a blast that Squish is able to track and get the mitt on.
Another big snag out of Squish. He's always had a good glove, huh?
Yeah, it is the baseball. He's playing, you know, a lot of infield, even some outfield catches at times, which drives me nuts because that's just more expense for catching. If he can wear equipment, I think that's his favorite thing to do is just put on equipment.
Right.
So, a goalie, a catcher. But in baseball, truly, he's a utility guy. He'll play everywhere on the diamond. But he definitely works on the glove all summer long. And it shows, I think, early in the season especially. You know, the hockey training picks up as the season rolls, you know, and more positional stuff. But early on, that glove.
Like a glove.
Fits like a glove. Out come the Gulls. Darting through center. Foster disrupts. It'll be offside. How is that not offsides? It was basically in the crease. The Penguins will counterattack, though. It's a potential 3-on-2. Now 3-on-3. As Flume finds Halliday, and Halliday's shot's blocked. He tosses it behind for Pearsall. We see Pearsall, Flume, and Halliday here. Pearsall out with an early change as Brenneman was able to get off. Here's a blast from Chappie, goes off of a player. Brenneman drives one fresh off the bench towards the net.
What? Were the lines thrown off there,
No,
or what
we're
just
we're
happened?
back now. I guess. Oh, it was a deflection wide. I think Pearsall was still on the ice. Here's Flume. To the point for Pelly.
But Pearsall's coming out next. That's what's odd.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. You're right. Did we miss a jack shift in there somewhere? No, I think Carlson's out next. I think Pearsall's just sitting on the bench. It'll be Halliday with it. We'll find out when they go on the ice.
Next
you're
three at
right.
the door are Braden, Tyler, and Golnack.
Yeah, you're right. Anyway, here's
Right, who cares?
here's Brenneman. Back for Chappie. Chappie will dump it, rimming it around behind as Golnack is on the ice. Golnack in front. It'll go off something and end up back in behind again. Here's Brenneman up to Pelly. Pelly across for Chappell. Chappell winding, firing. That'll be knocked out of the air by the goaltender. Rebound sat out front, but cleared by the Gulls. As Pelly controls. His shot down low. Come off Brenneman's stick. And the Pens will regroup at center. Here's Chappell. Off the skate, picked up by Pearsall. Finding Golnack coming through the zone, had just rolled off of his twig. Golnack turns with it. Over to Pearsall. Pearsall in front. He's got Bolus's about, it came off a stick and ended up about 6 inches behind him. As Bros defends to the outside. It'll be tossed in behind the squish tender. Back to play at Pelly. He'll rim it around. Shot fired behind the Penn's net. As Bolus will break things out. Across for Golnack. Into the offensive zone. Here comes the Gulls. Track able to knock the puck away, get control of it, use the body to control the puck and get it up to Golnack. Here's Bros now, weaving through center. Firing one towards the net that'll go wide. Puck picked up by Lucas Jones. He's around one, through another. As he challenges the Gulls defense, his shot will be blocked to the corner. Puck comes in front for Schweitzer. He couldn't get the shot off, but Carlson will get to it. Working in the corner, he's yanked down. And that'll be a hold, I believe.
1:19 to go in the second. 3-0 Penn's the lead, going on a power play. Wealth management power play.
Your Seven Fields Wealth Management power play. If you want to power up your retirement, like the Penguins power up their power play, go see our good friends at Seven Fields Wealth Management.
If you're in the Dogecoin,
yeah, don't come see us for that.
wealth management's for you.
Oh, they haven't started the clock yet. Penguins get a couple extra seconds here at power play time. It'll be Carlson to Foster. Down low for Caruso. Here come the Gulls. A potential 2-on-1 short-handed. As it'll come off Foster's stick, in on a breakaway.
Big save!
Sweet buttery crumpets. That was a dandy with the pad.
Tell you what, it's a 3-0 game. That's a big save.
A short-handed chance there for the Gulls as Schweitzer deflects one and can't quite get it in on net. It'll be Foster at center to regroup. Here's Caruso. Up for Jones. Battle along the wall. Here's Caruso again. Now Jones again. Carlson behind. Pulls it around. Tries that short side shot. He had it too. Trying to send that letter home. A little postage stamp. Want to say hi to all of our friends in Canada. I know the West Coast, the Vancouver area tuning in here. Watching your Pens lead as a shot comes off of Carlson. Here's Pelly. Pelly with a blast down low. Kicked out by the goaltender. The subsequent shot fired at the net. It'll go wide. It'll end period number 2.
Tell you what, this is a similar story. You know, for all the time of possession we had, we really aren't seeing the high-quality scoring chances. The shots are being kept to the perimeter. They're being kept far away. That's why it's only 3-0 so far.
But it's been a good, I mean, I've been impressed with the Penguins.
Oh, absolutely.
You want to see, you probably want to see a couple more pucks maybe get in the net. You're right. But a definite.
The Gulls are doing a good job. I'm giving them some credit of just keeping the Pens away from those high-quality scoring chances despite the time of possession in their end.
Gulls pushing back there, short-handed, had that breakaway come in. Getting a good scoring chance. Preds Hockey 10 jumping in as well on the chat. Welcome. I'm going to try to plug my computer in here before we lose the broadcast in the third period. So, give me a quick second here to find it. Welcome back to the third period with 11 seconds remaining on the penalty to the Gulls.
All right, we have Brenneman, Flume, and Jimmy up front. Chappie and Cam On D, squish tender still in net.
Puck drops on the third period here. 3-0 Penguins. Here's Chappell in his own end. Penalty over.
Oh, there you go. Right out of the box and right back in.
And he will head back to the sin bin.
Just came up high on him. I'm getting compliments on my designer jacket that I picked up for big money up at the rink.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's a beauty.
Is that a Fabletics?
It is. Prior owner of this thing must have been a beaut.
Or maybe that's Fanatics or something, Was that during the used sale?
Yeah.
So it stinks like somebody else.
That's right.
Nice, I like that.
Big time BO who had this before me.
Smells like another man.
So hot.
Oh, wait, here we go. We have a potential 2 and 10. It'll be
He literally took 2 steps out of the box. Put right back in for a 2 and 10.
So it'll be a 1.5 and 8. So in 9.5 minutes, he can return to competition.
Is that what they don't do a 10 anymore?
No, they adjusted when they adjusted the penalty times to 90 seconds.
Yeah.
They also adjusted the
10s.
the 10s, the majors, all of that, because major penalties are 4 minutes at this age until they add more time to the clock. As the Penguins set up the power play again. Battling for it, Track. Come free to the stick of Halliday on the half wall.
Oh, for a little tip pass.
Battled at the side of the net. They'll get underneath the netminder. So we'll get a stop in play. 3-0 here on a game that's really bad. Seen the ice tilted. A couple good scoring chances at the end of that second. But other than that, it's been the Pens lead here by a number of biscuits.
53 seconds on the power play.
Looks like we have some of the Caruso family chiming in on the chat. I'm going to bring the chat up here.
Nice job by Rowan.
South Bend, Indiana, jumping in on the chat. Home of the Fighting Irish. And it looks like Preds Hockey 10 is potentially one of Dom's former teammates cheering him on. I love it. Tuning in to cheer on a buddy here on City TV. Make sure you hit the subscribe button.
Oh,
bro.
Little slick little move by Bros there. A little flick of the wrist.
He had fallen down. It was going to be a breakaway, and he was able to just flick the puck at the last second. Just give it a little flick and disrupt everything. As Pearsall battles. He rimmed around for Golnack. I don't know, is there a little bit of a foot off the gas issue? Here's a side of the net one-timer by Pearsall's out. And 3:12 to play. 3:11, I guess.
So it looks like they're putting the 10 up after the 1.5 on the scoreboard anyhow.
Yeah, I don't think.
And I think the ref is correcting her.
Yeah, I think to ask her to take that down. Hit clear all penalties on the score box. So he can come out, according to this, if they're going to do a 10, that would be 3:11. Should be 5:11 when he would be able to return. I guess 5:12.
Know that we will always be down, down. Get my 3:11 reference?
I do.
Is it hot?
Yes.
Is it fire?
It's lit. Like Cine TV.
Cine TV is lit.
It's tossed behind the cage by the Gulls. Power play over, so it's 5-on-5 here. As Carlson darts through center. Challenging the defense. He's turned back. He'll play catch with Schweitzer. A nice spin move. He'll stop and start and free it up for using the point for Foster as a puck deflects in. Takes 2 deflections before it ends up in the corner.
Tell you what, I've really been impressed with Schweitzer so far this year. He can dangle.
Smart and quick. We were calling him the mathematician. I feel like he sees angles just differently.
Right.
I love it. Here's Carlson for Foster. Now Caruso. He'll wind and blast one to the blocker
pass off
side.
the pad shot.
Gathered in by Carlson. Down low for Jones. Off of Jones. You almost use Jones as a backboard there as he fires one that skips through the crease.
They're getting Caruso interference.
Get on the stat sheet for this one. An interference call. The Pens will head to the penalty kill.
It's just a little much. I see why they called it there. No big deal.
Yeah. Good call. And the Penguins, just like they do for their teammates, will pick them up. They'll get on that penalty kill here. We've seen some chances on the PK in this one. Penguins actually setting up on that penalty in the second period in the offensive zone. So we'll see what the Penguins have in store here. Defending first, as we've also seen the power play lead to a couple of the Gulls' better scoring chances, especially a heavy shot from the point as they keep it in this time. And they set up the man, and Flume almost had it. As a shot will come in, blocker to the area behind the net by Squash. But the Gulls keep it in.
Nice
Down
little
low,
play.
in front, Squash gets
Oh,
one.
it's there.
Pops free.
That was a really nice slip pass by that one Gull there. That made that whole play.
So a power play goal.
This one's not over. 3-1. Over 11 and a half to go.
Yeah, 11:39. I got to run the clock. It didn't register last time I pressed the button, so running the clock.
That was a good power play.
And that puck just kind of sat there. So back to 5-on-5. 3-1, the Pens lead. Puck came off.
Good
of
no
Squish.
call. Now
we're
there's a
gonna get
good call. That was good, because when Jimmy went in there, it just looked like, the way his stick went, could have been a penalty, but it wasn't. Good no call. Then the Gall comes in behind, just taking a cheap shot that's unnecessary. 2 minutes or a minute and a half to the box.
I think these officials in both games have been really good.
I think so too.
We were up above in the last game. The officials clearly explaining things to the bench, being definitive with their calls, which I love.
So you're not allowed in the crow's nest anymore there, huh?
No, they asked us to not do that again.
What was their problem?
That is, they've upgraded it, and they have some equipment up there
Dude, they just hating.
for the Null team.
Haters.
So, oh boy, now we're trying to figure out. We've got 8:12 on the penalty clock. Pens still have a penalty on the board.
We need to get George Pearsall down in that box working that clock. Uh-oh. We got some problems.
There should be a clear all. So this penalty should take us down to 9:55. We know that controller, it should be a clear all button for penalties. They're going to drop the puck, and they'll let him out at 9:55. Brenneman will take the face-off. Weaving it is Halliday. He fans on the second attempt. He'll keep on the puck, though. A third shot, deflected this time and blocked.
We need to get some high-quality scoring chances here.
Yeah, I feel like we almost took our foot off the gas a little bit there, beginning of the third.
Nice play by D'Angelo there.
Good fake one way, goes back the other. Here he'll chop at it. Getting it down low to Burrows. Once, twice towards the cage.
SS down low. Going for a line change here. 10:54 left in the game, 3-1.
Bolus, Pearsall, Golnack, Caruso, and Foster. They haven't started the clock yet. There we go. As the puck kept at the line by Caruso. Puck will be taken back by Golnack. Golnack Looking. Look at the eyes. You can see him scanning the ice.
Right.
As he'll play it in behind the net. It's past Pearsall, kept by Foster, and Golnack will glove it down.
Nice job.
He fires one. It's deflected in front and then shoved just wide by Bolus. Here's Pearsall. Played it between the legs. Picked up by Bolus in front. Caruso will go back to Foster. Foster over to Pearsall. Winding one, firing one. A rebound bounces around. They'll get on top of it. We'll get a stop and play with 10:08. 13 seconds left on the man advantage for the Penguins. Carlson, Schweitzer, and Jones. Foster with it down the wall. There's Carlson, now Caruso. Caruso up for Jones. Jones darts in. Carlson now tried to go to the backhand. It'll be sent back the other way. Power play over for the Penguins. As Schweitzer takes over at center. Wearing the Jordan 2-3. It'll be dumped in by the Gulls. Caruso back to get it. He tosses it up. Just misses Carlson. No icing. They said the defender could have played that.
So those games, you think maybe if we can get one more here, the floodgates will open a little bit, or a few more might pop. But
I thought with those back-to-back power plays, the Penguins scored, making it 3-0, and then got an immediate power play again. I thought maybe.
Second half of this game, they've just been on their heels. Just looked like a different team here.
Yeah. Yeah, and it is the first, they're playing 2 games.
So is the other team, though.
Yeah.
It just looks like they're going through the motions here.
Long Island sets up in their own end. Good controlled breakout here by the Gulls. Trying to gain the Penguin zone, they'll dump it in. Chappie uses the body to protect the puck.
Nice breakout to the center.
Excellent little tap to a speedy Brenneman. He'll fire it to the outside for Flume. It'll come off the wall. He'll gather it in. Defense changing as Flume twists back towards the corner.
Boy, D'Angelo's really dancing tonight, huh?
Putting on the Ritz there.
Nice shot.
Bro!
Nice shot by Bros. I think he gets it. That went off a goal in, didn't it? It hit something in front.
I think so. We're apparently still running the clock here.
I don't know. Maybe that hit Jimmy. I don't know.
I'm not sure what it went off of. I'm going to give it to Rowan Bros.
Me
until
too.
I hear differently.
It's a nice shot.
Because Dr. Evil, he may have sharks with lasers. We've got Rowan Bros.
Right.
Who has a laser. The Brodozer. Making it 4-1 Penguins. And that's a massive.
Right. A little more breathing room.
Massive.
Hopefully the boys can feel it here.
Here's Flume. He'll wind and fire. Good save.
Nice save. Nice hard shot. Better save.
As decked on that play was Brenneman again. He just sticks his nose right in there.
Good. No fear. Really, remember that brand from like the 80s or 90s,
Yes.
No Fear?
No fear.
That's Zach.
You're still wearing it. I saw you with the T-shirt on last week.
With my skids. Not the kind of skids you have in your underwear.
Here comes Track. Up to Brenneman at the point. He'll go to the corner. Gulls turn with it. Back to the corner. Under pressure of Brenneman, it'll be wedged out the center. Rose sends somebody to the ice. He's getting up looking for a penalty as the Gulls play takeaway. Putting a backhander wide to Squish. Rose now Flume. That's the crispness right there, I think. A couple of like fanned on, even just the speed a little bit.
Right. We're staying out. Some of our shifts are starting to be a little bit longer and longer.
As the Gulls will counterattack a behind the back feed.
There's a penalty. Yeah, I think that's also just part of everyone with that, even the forwards, everyone. That was just a long shift.
Yeah, I agree. So he gives the Penguins their 4th goal, and now he's going to have a 90-second break. Rowan Burrows, the Brodozer, the USS Burrows, heads to the box for 90 seconds of shame.
6:25 in the game. You know, either we're going to see some life out of the Gulls here or some life out of the Pens by killing it off.
Yeah, the Penguins with this, the score kind of in hand right now, but I still feel like the game's not. I feel like they're just, you know, you're going to have to work for these last 6 minutes, especially 90 seconds of which will be shorthanded here as it's tapped away from Bolus. He'll get to the puck and force it further, making him go 200.
Nice job by Owen. Just keep it deep. Keep that clock running on their power play.
As it'll be ice. A power play icing.
5:50. Good job. Just keep this puck deep. Make them work to break out of the zone. Kill another 15, 20 seconds off.
Bolus leans over the dot.
All right, taking a face off.
To the left of the goaltender. There's the Gulls. Up a man for another 42 seconds. Good feed across. They scored on their last power play, I believe it was.
Right.
That was a similar play there as the puck kind of rolled in, came across from one side to the other. This time it'll be cleared by the Penguins.
See, this is where I'm still confused on what kind of penalty kill they're
how
doing.
is that not offside?
Yeah, that was like 8 feet offsides.
That's the second or third time they just have ignored the kid 3 steps already in the zone. And this one could come back to
Nice save by Squish.
hurt us. As Chappie battles in deep. It's tossed to the outside. Penalty winding down here.
See, I think I don't wonder if the boys are trying this new penalty kill, the diamond penalty kill versus the box that they're used to, or what. But seems to be giving a lot of open spaces.
As it's cleared all the way down, it's icing on the Penguins.
So what do we got here? 4:38 left, 4-1 Pens.
It'll be a defensive zone faceoff. They got through the penalty here. Looks like we're going to have Carlson, Jones, Schweitzer.
Just seems like this is a little bit of the malaise that sort of
Burrows.
a few of those practices when things were in limbo that we saw during the week. But the boys came out flying. It's just, just on their heels sort of the second half.
Yeah, it's really been since the start, end of the second, start of the third period. As if you're a team like this Long Island team, you're like, hey, win the period. Well, now they're tied. A goal here, they could win the third. And there's plenty of time left. They could make a comeback here. So everyone's got to stay on it here as we see the forecheck pressure, Schweitzer and Carlson.
Right. I would have bet as this game moved on, we would have been wearing them down more and more, and the score would have gotten out of hand, but not to be.
I agree. Here's the Gulls with it at center.
Oh, another penalty.
A whistle. And it looks like it'll be Burrows again.
Gulls going back on the power play with 3:44 left.
So if they're going to make a stance, it's going to be now.
If they
If they're gonna
got
make a run here, it's got to be now.
They got Rowan for interference there. All right, San Diego wins the draw.
Long Island.
Or San Diego. I'm thinking San Diego Gulls.
I love it. I love it.
Well, I thought that was prime for a pickoff right there.
And the Penguins clear the zone and dump it in.
Okay.
He's dumped in by Long Island. Back is Foster to get it. Rimmed around for Caruso. Halfway through the penalty here.
Good
Kicks
bounce
off
for the
stanchion
Gulls.
again. Gulls with it on the half wall, going deep behind the net. Back to the point. Center point now for a shot.
Nice.
Track.
Like
And
a glove.
held.
We've got 2:42 left, 29 on the power play, 4-1.
The Gulls may be out shooting the Penguins in the third.
They might be. Really, I would think that the shots would be deceiving compared to just how the flow of the game went even first two periods. I bet you we didn't outshoot them like just the
flow,
puck
yeah.
possession would have told you.
I agree. 21 left on the penalty to
Tell you what, I'm
Rose.
impressed with this Gulls team. They don't quit. You know, they could have got tired of chasing early. They don't quit.
Well, and they coach with a little bit of control there. You saw 2 penalties in a row, and then they've done a pretty good job of staying out of the box since then.
All right, redrop the puck. The ref wasn't set.
They're going to wave. Did they wave goal neck? No. I think the kids near the boards were kind of creeping in. Be one back to the corner. Chappie will force it further. Pelly with it now. Able to get it out the center to Golnack. The OG gains the line. Sends it all the way behind for Brenneman on the forecheck. Able to take it away.
Nice read by Owen to put it back. Zach knew exactly what he was going to do with it, go behind the cage.
Rose jumps onto the ice.
Killed it off.
Brenneman pressures all the way to the outside.
All right, 2 minutes to go.
I'd like to see the Penguins get one here.
Me too, just because I don't like the end in this malaise here.
Flume behind to Chappie.
All right, we need someone to go down and maybe break out here. Someone's got to move.
Chappie will pull it around the net and find Pelly. Pelly driving through center. He'll carry it all the way in.
Nice
Darting
defensive
towards the
play.
middle. As it swiped away. 90 seconds remain.
You know, those are the kind of plays, Hans, you see the boys get older, they're harder to make because they get a little more physical, knock you off the puck.
Let's get Pearsall on, and he gets right to the puck. Wedged back to the point for Pelly. Cross seam pass to Halliday. He returns it to the middle and back come the Gulls. Back pressure by Flume. As the Gulls will dump it in behind track. Leaving it along the wall for Flume. He sends it across to Halliday. Chop that, knocked down, in come the Pens. Polish fresh on the ice as Bros defends the outside. Oh, outside, inside
Outside
move.
in, nice move.
Shot was sent just skipping wide. Penguins will battle along the wall. As it comes free, pulling up for a shot that'll be sticked to the outside by Squish. Burrows will get there. He rims it around, nobody home. As it's loved by Pearsall, off of a stick and out to Halliday.
I don't know what's going on. We got 2 left wings out.
And that horn will indicate the end of the third period. We want to thank everybody for joining us here on City TV. And make sure you hit the subscribe button. Also find us at citytv.com where you can get your City TV apparel. Todd, thanks for joining us on the broadcast. A 4-1 win, matching the score earlier. I thought the beginning of the game better, and the end of the game just a little slower.
Right. Just didn't finish the way we wanted to fit. Just something doesn't feel good about the way this the last period here, the way it ended. But hey, the boys came out flying. They played well. They played their game. They got the lead. They still got a 4-1 win against a good quality hockey team. So I think our expectations are just so high that sometimes they're unrealistically high.
And beginning of the season, and it's 11 and 12-year-old hockey. Like there's going to be times where it's not always going to click.
Right.
So great job by the Penguins there. Getting a 2-0 start here in their back-to-back title defense of the Just Get Good Invitational from Rochester. Thanks for joining us. Hit the